6 Secrets to Become Mentally Strong. A Buddhist Perspective. In a small village nestled between rolling hills and serene lakes, there lived a humble monk named Sakyamuni. Though his robes were simple and his abode modest, his mind was sharp, clear, and peaceful. Many villagers would visit him, seeking wisdom and guidance on how to face life's many challenges. One bright morning, a young man named Tenzin, who had recently faced personal struggles, came to visit the monk. He had heard of Sakyamuni's wisdom and sought to learn how to become mentally strong. "Master," Tenzin began, "I feel weak and lost. Life seems full of obstacles, and I am constantly battling within myself. I long to find peace and strength in my mind." Sakyamuni smiled kindly and gestured for Tenzin to sit beside him. "Mental strength, young one, does not come from force or striving. It arises from understanding and practice. I will share with you 6 secrets from the teachings of Buddhism that can guide you toward inner strength. 1. Acceptance of change. First, as Sakyamuni said, you must accept the impermanence of all things. Life is in constant flux. Happiness and sorrow, gain and loss, birth and death, all are part of the cycle of existence. Clinging to what is transient will only bring suffering. Learn to embrace change, for it is inevitable. Instead of resisting it, flow with it, like a river that adapts to every twist and turn." Tenzin thought for a moment, then nodded. "But how do I accept change when it brings pain?" "By seeing pain as part of life's lessons," replied the monk. "It is not the pain itself that weakens you, but your resistance to it." 2. The power of compassion. Sakyamuni continued, "The second secret is compassion. It begins with compassion for yourself. When you treat yourself with kindness, even in moments of failure, you strengthen your heart. Extend this compassion to others too. By understanding their struggles and offering kindness, you release yourself from judgment and grow mentally resilient." "But Master, how can I stay strong when others hurt me?" asked Tenzin. "Compassion is not weakness," the monk replied gently. "It is understanding that all beings, including those who hurt us, are suffering in their own way. When you respond with compassion, you free yourself from anger and bitterness." 3. Mindful presence. The third secret was simple: mindfulness. The mind is often scattered, jumping from thought to thought. To develop mental strength, you must learn to live in the present moment. When you focus on the here and now, you stop worrying about what is past and what may come. You will find peace in the present. Tenzin felt a sense of calm as the monk spoke, but then asked, "What if my thoughts keep distracting me?" "Then practice," Sakyamuni said, his voice steady. "With each breath, return to the present moment. Mindfulness is a skill that deepens with practice, and as you cultivate it, you will find greater strength and clarity." 4. Detachment from the ego. The fourth secret, said Sakyamuni, is detachment from the ego. The desire to control, to be praised, to be better than others. These attachments weaken the mind. When you are free from the need for external validation, your inner strength will grow. Recognize that you are part of a greater whole, and your worth does not depend on your accomplishments or the opinions of others. Tenzin thought of his own insecurities and realized how often he had sought validation from those around him. "So I must stop caring about what others think of me?" he asked. "Not stop caring," said Sakyamuni with a smile, "but care more about who you are, not what others think you should be. When you are at peace with your true self, no external force can shake your inner foundation." 5. Patience in the face of adversity. The fifth secret is patience, and the monk said, "True strength does not rush. It waits, knowing that everything will unfold in its own time. Life is full of challenges, and some take years to overcome. Trust in the process and be patient with yourself. Even the tallest tree grows from a small seed, and each challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger." Tenzin's eyes brightened. "So, I must not be in a hurry to resolve everything." "Correct," said Sakyamuni. "Patience gives you the clarity to see the right path, rather than rushing blindly through obstacles." 6. Non-attachment to results. Finally, the monk shared the last secret. The final key to mental strength is non-attachment to results. Focus on the effort, not the outcome. When you attach yourself to the result of an action, you set yourself up for disappointment. But when you act with full dedication, without concern for the end result, your mind becomes free. Tenzin nodded, thinking about his constant worries about success and failure. So I should let go of my need to control outcomes? Exactly, said Sakyamuni. When you act with pure intention and without attachment to the outcome, you become free from stress and expectations. This freedom leads to true mental strength. As the morning sun rose higher in the sky, Tenzin sat in silence, contemplating the 6 secrets Sakyamuni had shared with him. He felt a sense of peace settling into his heart, knowing that the journey to mental strength was not about force, but about wisdom, patience, and compassion. Master, Tenzin said, his voice calm, I understand now. It is not about fighting with the world, but about finding peace within myself. Sakyamuni smiled gently. Indeed, young one, the greatest strength comes from a mind that is calm, compassionate, and free. Go now and walk your path with these teachings in your heart. And so Tenzin left the monk's presence, knowing that his journey to mental strength had just begun. With each step he took, he practiced the teachings of acceptance, compassion, mindfulness, detachment, patience, and non-attachment. And in time, his mind became as strong and steady as the mountain that stood proudly in the distance. The end.